I've been, we're thinking about 20 years, I'm not sure. And I picked up being the treasurer about 14 years ago. Nobody else wants to be treasurer. Weekly. And then I collect weekly, and then I, mark it all off. I register what they people have paid in, and take it to the bank, and then I pay the bowling alley weekly. And then towards the end of the year, I have to tally all the money together and what comes up for pin money for the winnings at our banquet. So everybody, it's a weekly payment, but we're pretty loose on it. I just keep track. If somebody starts falling, like weeks behind, I don't want these women going, oh, I owe $100. So I just kind of keep track, but nobody's like forced to, you got to pay today. So it's pretty loose, but I have to stay on them.
You have to pay.
Yeah.
So
it's $10 a week, and there's profit money from that because the bowling alley charges us 8 something. I don't have the numbers in front of me. And as they raise their price, we still charge 10, but then we might, if they get to a point where it's close to 10, so that we can have a padded account, we might up it to $10.50 or $11. But right now we've been $10 a week for about 4 years. The first couple years it was tough because I'm not a numbers person. Math was not my forte. I can add and subtract, so that helps. As I got into a routine, it got easier, and so now I've got it down pretty good. But then as all these ladies get older, and me as well, there gets to be some mistakes that I have to kind of remind them or figure out why they put money in, didn't mark their envelope, or why did they mark their envelope and not put money in, little things like that. So I have to keep track of the little things like that, but then sometimes it falls on me. If I've done something, they point it out, and that's basically my job. They ask me questions about other things. I go, no, I'm just the money collector.
Okay.
Oh, the league is... You do get to see all ages of women, and it really is kind of interesting because, when you're younger, you think, oh, to be that old, how awful. And then as you get older and you're exposed to the different ages, and you get to appreciate age a little bit more because you're aging yourself, but it's not as bad as you thought when you were in your 20s and 30s. It's just like, oh, you can still stay active, and that's the key thing, is staying active. And bowling is a good way to go. You get to meet, you're with people. You don't want to isolate yourself, and I'm meeting all sorts of women, that just bring a lot to the table. I mean, they're just another whole aspect of my life that I enjoy coming on Tuesday mornings. I didn't join early on because I was working full-time, and then Peggy, the president, was a friend of mine for a long time, and then as soon as I became part-time, she says, want to join? And I had bowled for years and years before that on different leagues. And so Tuesday mornings, I was like, oh, I got to drink coffee instead of what else I was drinking on night leagues. But it's something I look forward to. It's more of the friendship. I used to be real competitive. I would leave the bowling alley. Why didn't I do so good? And now I enjoy coming to be with the women and talk and gossip and all that kind of stuff. I've always been competitive all the time, and even when I started here, I was like I had to shed the competitiveness.
In your face!
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, she doesn't even know. Because I was leaving Tuesday morning all worked up because I bowled bad. And I had to learn how to deal with stuff. And that's a learning thing for me, to just let it go and just enjoy people and have fun. So, that's just my personality.
Yeah,
it's just
because if you have a competitive personality, you're just naturally.
So it was something that was good for me to learn to calm down. World isn't going to end because you bowled bad, and besides, nobody's asking you at home how you bowled, so let it go.
Yeah.
It'd be just nice if more people could bowl, and we're always welcoming new bowlers. but it's an enjoyable, relaxing atmosphere. So, yeah, I'd just say people should try it. I was surprised when I first started bowling how long it had been around. So, yeah, it's kind of unique to have something like this going for so long. And we always manage to bring in more people. And I live in the Groesbeck area, and but never knew about that. And I think part of it is because I was working full time at the time, and I was just not in. There was no free time during the week. So, but as I got here and knew how many years people had been bowling, and like Lori, she was in daycare while I was a junior in high school, and I was thinking, whoa. So you do, and then this is another thing, you end up with somebody you bowl with who's years younger, but you don't see that difference because you're all here bowling and having a good time. Because we've had a couple 90-year-olds beat us, and that's just very humbling.